Good afternoon, boys and girls. I'm here for my read aloud for third grade of Superfudge. Yesterday we started chapter 9 called Superfudge, and we will finish it today. So I'm just going to review quickly what happened so far. Um, so Peter has his friend, Jimmy Fargo, visiting his old friend from where he used to live in the city and which is his best friend from the city, but he also has his best friend Alex Santos there from his new neighborhood. And it's getting a little awkward because it seems like Jimmy Fargo and Alex don't get along, and it's making Peter feel a little uncomfortable. So Peter's mom suggested that they go to the movies, but they had to take his little brother Fudge and Fudgy's little brother Daniel. Okay, so they're at the movies. We went inside and, oh, I'm sorry, let me also say, they met up with some girls that they know from their class. And it seems like Peter has a little crush on, oh, what was her name? Her name Elaine? I'm not sure. Or is it Sharon? I'll read on and remind myself and us. We went inside and stopped at the candy counter to buy popcorn and Coke. Then we found seats for the kindergarten babies, got them settled, and crossed over to the other side of the theater, where we found an empty row for the six of us. Alex went in first, then Jimmy, then Joanne, Sharon, and Elaine. I wondered if Joanne had planned to sit next to me, the same way I had planned to sit next to her. Okay, so Joanne and Peter seem to kind of like each other. When the movie started, Joanne offered me some of her popcorn, and when I reached into the carton, her fingers touched. Then I offered her some of mine, so her fingers touched again. By that time, my fingers were covered with grease, but who cared? I began to relax, concentrating more on sitting next to Joanne than on the movie. But maybe that was because I'd already seen it. Then, right when Superman was about to kiss Lois Lane, I felt something icy cold sliver down my back, and I let out a yelp. Fudge was hanging over the back of my seat with a handful of ice cubes from his Coke. Hi, Peter. You little... But there was no way I could catch him. He was already racing up the aisle. Here, Joanne said, handing me a tissue. Could you do it, I asked. I don't think I could reach all the way down my back. Joanne cleaned off my neck and then my back. And when she'd finished, she put her hand close to mine. And the next thing I knew, we were holding hands. Hers was soft but cold. When the movie ended, Joanne, Sharon, and Elaine walked home in one direction, and we walked home in the other. So what's it like to be in love? Alex asked me. What are you talking about? I said. What are you talking about? Alex mimicked. And Jimmy said, so when's the wedding? Cut it out, will you? I said. By the time we got home, Alex and Jimmy were talking and laughing as if they'd been best friends for about 100 years, and I felt left out. Dad had cooked a big pot of spaghetti, and Daniel was eyeing it until Mom told him how many onions had gone into the sauce. Not only that, but Mom had fixed a bowl of peas as a side dish, and that was funny because we never have anything with spaghetti but bread and salad. I don't eat anything with onions, and I don't eat peas either, Daniel said. What else do you have? Nothing, Mom told him. Then I guess I'll go home for supper, Daniel said. I thought I saw Mom smile. After supper, Alex went home to get a sleeping bag, and he and Jimmy both slept on the floor in my room. I wondered why I didn't feel better about the two of them being friends. Just because they liked each other didn't mean they didn't like me, but I had a hard time convincing myself. So now Jimmy and Alex are getting along, and Peter doesn't like it. For the next week, Fudge walked around talking to himself. To most people, he is Fudge Hatcher, a regular boy. Only his trusty Mina Bird and his friend Daniel know the truth. Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive. Do you remember when I was born? He asked one morning. Yes. Did I really grow inside of Mommy? Yes. Oh, he said, sounding disappointed. Why? Because if I did grow inside of Mommy, then I can't be from another planet. Take it from me, I said. You are definitely from Earth. A few days later, Daniel told Fudge that he had been adopted as a baby. So Daniel might be from another planet, Fudge said. Yeah, I thought. That would explain a lot. And he might even be able to fly. Don't count on it, I said. Daniel is my best friend, Fudge said. If it turns out he's from another planet, he's going to take me there to visit. Swell, I told him. Don't hurry back. You're just jealous because you don't have a friend who can fly. I don't even have a friend from another planet, I said. Too bad for you, Peter. And he took off, flapping his arms and calling, It's a bird! It's a plane! Okay, so that's the end of that chapter. So yeah, that was about his Peter's friends visiting, and we met Daniel, Fudgy's friend, and they went to the movies, and it looks like Joanne and Peter kind of like each other, maybe. So tomorrow we'll get into the next chapter, chapter 10. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Bye.